In the grand theater of existence, our mind sits seemingly perched at the pinnacle of understanding, an organ complex and enigmatic as the universe itself. Yet, despite its triumphs in art, science, and innovation, a perplexing question lingers: is the mind itself an illusion? As philosophers and scientists delve into the depths of consciousness, they encounter paradoxes that defy logic, suggesting our perception of self might be a sophisticated mirage. This film embarks on an odyssey through realms both real and imagined, challenging the very essence of identity and reality. Prepare to traverse the intricate pathways where inquiry meets mystery, as we illuminate the veil over the mind's deepest enigma. The concept of mind as an illusion isn't new. It rests heavily on the philosophy that everything we know as reality could be a simulation, a concoction of electrical impulses interpreted by our brain. Some scientists argue that consciousness isn't a single, cohesive entity but rather a tapestry woven from countless sensory inputs. What we perceive as coherent thoughts and experiences might just be the product of our neural circuitry organizing these disparate inputs into a seamless narrative. If this is true, our individual identities are just one version of reality crafted within the dark folds of our skulls, leaving us to wonder, what lays beyond the narrative we live? In the bustling halls of cognitive science, researchers tirelessly investigate the mysteries locked within our mental faculties. They dissect how our perceptions shape reality, or conversely, how reality molds our perceptions. Studies reveal the mind's ability to fill in gaps, crafting memories and predictions sometimes detached from actual events. These revelations beg the question: is our reality a constructed perception, differing from another's version of truth? Such findings urge us to reconsider how much of our lives are governed by illusions, and how competitive interactions between neural regions create the semblance of consciousness. Peering into the depths of consciousness, we encounter the phantom of the self, a persistent illusion formed by the synchronization of various cognitive processes. Many neuroscientists propose that the self is not a singular, essential entity but an emergent property of complex neural interactions. This hypothesis invites a contemplative reflection on the authenticity of self-awareness. Are the intricacies of personal identity just the byproducts of dynamic biological processes? The delicate balance of these functions dares us to confront the possibility that what feels innately personal is, in fact, profoundly universal and mechanistic. Consciousness, often described as the hard problem, challenges traditional scientific frameworks with its elusive nature and profound implications. It straddles the boundary between physical processes and subjective experience, a conundrum that holds our deepest self-understandings at stake. Philosophers like René Descartes proposed dualism, separating mind from matter, a cornerstone in the debate of mind versus machine. Despite technological advancements in artificial intelligence, replicating human consciousness remains elusive, a testament to its intricacies and the potential fallacy of simplification. Herein lies the fascination: technology can mimic but not replicate the spontaneous depth of conscious thought. Driven by curiosity, some delve into altered states of consciousness through meditation or psychedelics, windows to realities beyond sober perception. Such experiences, while subjective, provide profound insights that challenge conventional notions of self and reality. They suggest that consciousness can expand beyond typical confines, offering glimpses into the multiplicity of the self. However, these ventures invite moral and ethical dilemmas concerning the sanctity and sanctity manipulation of human consciousness. By transcending our usual mental states, we differentiate between the manifest illusions and realities we navigate daily. In exploring the mind's illusory nature, we inevitably confront the fear at the heart of existential contemplation: nihilism. If consciousness is nothing more than an elaborate hallucination, what intrinsic value does human experience hold? The unsettling possibility that actions and emotions might be no more substantial than dreams terrifies, yet fascination persists in equal measure. Out of this existential struggle arises a yearning to understand how meaning and purpose survive in a potentially nonsensical paradigm. Philosophers like Nietzsche propose that the strength of humanity lies in creating meaning, even within a chaotic universe. As we peel back the layers of the mind, our perceptions of time blur, fluctuating between past, present, and future. Neurological research shows how memory and temporal perception are intricately tied, often merging and skewing the authenticities of personal narratives. The brain's recollection mechanism can distort, fabricate, and even erase. It raises a question: when memories shift or are forgotten, who are we, really? The fluidity of time perception suggests we exist not in fixed definitions but in a state constantly reborn through new interpretations of reality. In our quest to decipher consciousness, consider the compelling experiments of split-brain patients whose corpus callosum, connecting their brain's hemispheres, is severed. These individuals provide a living paradox, two independent centers of consciousness within a single mind. Observing their interactions unveils the complex, multifaceted nature of our awareness. The phenomenon ignites debates on whether a singular self can exist when control and will are independently rooted in separate brain halves. Such findings add layers to understanding identity and highlight the delicate interplay between physical anatomy and perception. Delving into the mirror test, where animals recognize themselves in reflections, we touch upon consciousness beyond humanity. This self-awareness measure raises profound questions about the mind's uniqueness. Results show non-human consciousness is not bound by our definition, challenging anthropocentric beliefs. If animals perceive their existence, how do they comprehend their reality? These discoveries broaden our understanding, questioning human exclusivity and bridging further gaps between philosophical and empirical inquiries into consciousness. Amidst the debate, we circle back to understanding how emotions illustrate the dynamic balance between reality and illusion. Emotions, complex and potent, shape our interpretation of the world and our place within it. Biological responses triggered by emotions are essential in survival, yet scientific advancements open dialogues on artificial emotion reproduction. If emotions can be synthesized, what authenticates human experience? Here, we confront the fragility and resilience of the emotional spectrum that defines much of our perceived reality and self-perception. In the end, the most enduring question remains: how shall we perceive consciousness amid evidence that suggests a deceptive nature? This existential inquiry is neither new nor conclusively answerable, but its pursuit enriches our knowledge and deepens philosophical discourse. The exploration of consciousness, though fraught with ambiguity, is a journey into the heart of what it means to be sentient, aware, and alive. It invites us to probe the depths of both our inner selves and the universe, remaining vigilant to continuously unfolding wisdom about the mind's labyrinthine enigmas.